Okay.
We're lucky you're here too, and we're live.
Yay.
Welcome to the Flippin' Bunch. Dar is, in Narnia again, and she's like in and out, so she'll grace us with her presence when she can. And Kat had some surgery, so she is eye surgery, so she is resting, and so we'll miss her this week as well. So, and we have our special guest, Cheryl. But before we get to Cheryl, we want to do our little introductions. So, Crystal,
Take it away.
Go for it. Take it away.
Hey, everybody. I am Crystal. I am the Crafty Creech, DIYs and furniture flips. I love flipping furniture and getting really artsy and creative with it. And I'm trying to do more things and get more artsy with every piece. I love flipping thrifted items. I love thrifting, period. I'm at Goodwill all the time trying to find things. And I resell things. So I like to hunt for pieces and unique items so I can sell them for sale.
Awesome. Well, I'm Levon Falbo, and I have Statement Designs. And I have had a shop for 10 years, and I now have a little room in a coffee house, and I sell Iron Orchid Designs products and Dixie Belle paint and a small amount of Made by Marley decoupage paper. I'm a brand ambassador for Made by Marley. And I mainly do furniture flips, although I'm doing a lot more smalls now that I have the room in the shop. And I've been doing a lot of jewelry pieces and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of branching out, trying some new things in my old age. So that's what's going on with me. But as I mentioned, we have special guest Cheryl Wahl, and she has Lifestyle of a DIYer. So Cheryl, tell us about yourself.
Well, first of all, we're the same age, so don't say old age.
Okay, all right.
Hi, I'm Cheryl, and I have Lifestyle of DIYer, and it's basically just thrift flips. I like to go shop at the thrift store and figure out a way to flip it. And that's about it.
And you do a fine job doing it.
Yes.
I always love so I try to work out in the mornings, and I like to do that at home, and I have YouTube on, and I always like it when one of you guys, one of my faves, is on. So I love to watch YouTube videos. So I was watching yours just the other morning when I was working out.
Oh, good. Okay, thank you.
So we are talking tonight about both YouTube and also Facebook monetization and success in both areas. So we've been watching some videos from someone you may know and may have watched some of his videos on YouTube, Lester Diaz, and he's more of a Facebook expert. And so we're going to be talking about that, and also for YouTube, Vid IQ, which is a program that you can take advantage of, and Cheryl uses. So we're going to be picking Cheryl's brain a whole lot tonight. And also I use YT Studio a lot. So, that's another thing we'll be talking about. So let's get started with Lester. And Cheryl, I'm going to show this here. This is a little list of some of your takeaways from watching Lester's videos. And again, Lester is a Facebook monetization expert. So what did you take away from Lester?
Well, he thinks you can make a lot more money off of Facebook, but it's like I said in the notes here, it's a completely different audience. They never put a long form video from our YouTube channel onto Facebook, because he says they have short attention spans. So what we should do is, like, for instance, I usually do 30-minute videos and I do 5 or 6 thrift flips. Like, I should make a short about each one of those flips and like package it different ways, like do pictures of them, do shorts, stories, do 30 to 60-second videos and then 3 to 5 minute videos. I don't really do Facebook at all. I don't do a lot of Facebook. So, and I usually just post my videos and say new video on YouTube. And so I do everything wrong. But what was interesting is I started following him on Instagram, and I got a message from him, and I just thought it was like a robotic one where it's just an automatic reply. And so I responded, and then like 12 hours later I got another response, and so I responded again, and then like 2 days later. So I think it's really him, or there's really actually somebody reading it. And so anyway, he's a real person, and he seems like very genuinely wants to help. So that was my takeaway.
Okay. It's funny that you would say that about getting a message, because this is a message that Dar shared with us that she got. Hi, ma'am. I visited your YouTube channel. Your content is excellent, but your channel is not growing because your content title and description are not SEO friendly, blah, blah, blah. So she was kind of suspicious, and I get a lot of those things too. So I think it's interesting that you answered, and there was this real amazing, wonderful person at the other end of the conversation. Yeah. So you pretty much summed up your takeaways on your checklist. I didn't mean to take it away too soon.
No. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Well,
yeah, the other. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, I first of all had trouble committing his name to my memory because I kept calling him Leon. But then Dar shared something with us, and this is now I will remember now he is Lester, because this is her husband's doll. And she said none of the kids want to sleep in that room because they call him the molester. So. Oh, God. So I will forever remember Lester's name. I didn't have quite as many takeaways as you did, but before I go on, was there something else you wanted to add? I think I interrupted you.
Oh, no. If I think of it, I don't remember.
You can interrupt me. So, one of the things that surprised me was that I've been here, I've heard from different experts on Facebook that they say, don't post too often because, then it gets lost in, the algorithm and all that. And now keep in mind that Lester is talking about people that have hundreds of thousands and millions of viewers, people following him. So not quite in the same category as me, that's for sure. I think I have 36 or 39 something followers. So, but anyway, they are saying to post as often as you like. 3 to 5 times a day is fine. And one of the people that he was, had on as a guest, because he has clients that he brings on his channel then as guests, they're posting like 20 times a day, So, and one thing he was talking about, and I think you touched on, the audience is different. So on YouTube, the people that are watching your video are not always your followers. Usually
right.
not.
Usually not.
Yeah. And then on Facebook, mainly your followers are watching you. So, but your goal then is to get it out there for the rest of the folks. And another thing too is like, don't repost content from other platforms. So like, don't make a TikTok video or a YouTube short and then you're done. And then, oh, hey, I'm going to post that as a reel on Instagram. I'm going to post it as a reel on Facebook, because it's going to sink, because it's just, Facebook does not like to, share. They don't like shared material. They like fresh content. So, what you said about repurposing or recycling your videos in so many different ways, in pictures and reels, but one thing he stressed was important right now. I guess stories are trending. Start with stories. Like, you can do reels too, but don't just post reels. Do the stories first, because some people only scroll through stories. And I thought that was kind of interesting. So,
are stories the things that are only there for like, are stories there forever, or do they go away like after 24 hours?
Yeah, they go away, I think 24 or 48 hours maybe.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so that's why it is important to recreate that content. And also, I do lives on Facebook. Those lives are only there for 30 days now. So they will go away. So it's probably good if I, do a screen record or something and keep some of that content out, and recreate it. And comments. We have people here. Mara, hello. And Stephanie, we're all out of frame. We were sharing some screens, so that's probably why. Levon needs to go to my left, and Cheryl needs to go to her right.
Excuse me.
Okay, I hope that. Oh, she said there, everyone's back. I guess it's just because you had that letter up there. Hey, no worries. We appreciate it. We're just glad you're here.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So for buying ads, how does that work, Cheryl? Because I have never done that before, or paying for ads. Can you target your audience?
You can target. Now, it's been a long time since I've done an ad. But you could target, like, you can pick an age group. Well, this is the way it used to be. I'm sure it's pretty similar. You can pick people that are crafty. I think you can even narrow it down to people that like to comment, so it will target those people. And it's not very expensive either. You can set like a budget of $25, and then it'll, I don't know how it, determines, but it's pretty
I think you
easy.
can do it like per day.
Yeah,
like a $1 a day or $5 a day or something, and then have it end on a certain date or something.
Yeah, and I forgot, he said, like, if you have a video or a reel or something on Facebook that does really well, make that an ad, because it's going to appeal to people. You already know that it appeals to people because it's already done well.
Okay.
So that's good advice. I'm writing that down. And there's Gretchen. She says, I might be behind because I'm out of sync between my phone and TV, but I've been listening too hard to comment. Well, that's good. And, the good thing is too, you can always go back and watch it again. Because sometimes I do, because, when you're involved in the middle of it, you don't always remember to write everything down. But as Crystal and I always say, we learn something all the time. Hi, Evie.
So Lester Diaz, he is on Facebook, you said, or Instagram, or all of them?
He has a YouTube channel, but it's about Facebook.
Okay, yeah. It's a YouTube channel about Facebook. Okay.
Yeah, but if you go to Instagram, I think that's where you can you connect with him,
okay, where he can analyze your stuff and all of that. Okay.
Yeah. Dar's here.
Hi, Dar. I think maybe.
I don't know for how long. there must be
enjoy you while you're here.
Storm again, and we'll be seeing the lights. Now, am I lagging?
Yeah,
Am I
kind of.
lagging?
Yes.
Yeah. I think you need to
Well,
move.
I'm not going to talk, but I'm going to listen.
Okay.
Have at it. Keep going.
All right. Okay. Well, so next I think we should talk about Vid IQ. So Cheryl, you use Vid IQ, and
Mhm.
thing I'll do is share the plan. So you can tell us your experience and what you're using.
Yeah, I have the pro where I pay the $10 a month. And I think those 10 video ideas, I think that's like a day. I don't think that's for the month. It might be. But I really like vidIQ. The one thing I really like about it, and I do it on every video, is do you have that other
Yes.
the
The
I can't think of
dashboard one or
yeah. Oh no, not the
okay.
dashboard one.
This one.
Yeah, let's
This
see.
one. Oh, do you mean the one that's like your checklist?
Yeah, the studio.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. If you look over to the on the right side, you can see well, I can't read it. Optimization.
Yes. Optimize score.
Yeah, I love that because you get a green check mark on all these things, and then you get a score of 100 out of 100. So I always like to get 100 out of 100 before I release the video. And
How
so,
do you access this? This is YouTube Studio?
yeah, well, I have, but this is vidIQ is in your
Okay.
in your studio.
Okay, I after the last live we did it with you as a guest, I signed up for vidIQ, but I don't know how to access this on YouTube Studio. This doesn't pull up in mine.
Oh, okay. You need to. Then you probably haven't linked it to your channel.
Oh, okay. I gotta figure that out now.
Yeah.
It's always something, isn't it?
Yeah. Always something. Yeah. But this tells you when you have the keywords. I can't read it. It's so little. I should have made my own copy.
This is so cool. It says, okay, so it says high priority. Your title invokes intrigue. It's clear what your video is about and why the viewer should watch. Your title is easy to understand. Your title isn't too long. And then it has a low priority checklist there.
Yeah.
So.
And do you guys do the what's it called? The time stamp, or you do the intro and the first whatever. Do you
Is
know what
that
I'm talking
important?
about?
Do you think that's important?
Well, they said it's important because if you put in like good descriptions in there, if someone searches for something, those
It helps the algorithm.
Yeah.
Okay,
yes,
it's like an
you.
SEO. Okay,
Yes,
all right.
yes.
Okay.
Anything to help, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I have to figure out how to do that.
So, do you want me to show the dashboard then next?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is what you get. So you can see here, like, optimize your latest video, and you can see okay, it's too little, so I need Crystal's good eyes again.
Okay.
You can see my you can see my video there.
Yeah, and
And
it says, "Is my thrifting addiction out of control?"
yeah, that was my title. So you can see it gave me a green score of something. So it liked my green, it likes something, but then my thumbnail did not like it all. I think I only got a score of
So 35 or 36.
Yeah. So if I wanted to, I should probably, change my thumbnail.
Okay.
Do you let them generate your thumbnails, Cheryl?
No.
Okay.
No. They can.
Plan.
Yeah, that's included, but I haven't figured out how to do that, or they haven't generated one I liked.
Yeah, it's like not even. It doesn't even. I've done it. It's like, what?
Yeah, they're very generic.
It puts like a random person in there or something, and it just makes no sense. So I'm just like, I'll just make my own.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see if we have some comments here real quick. Okay. Gretchen said chapters.
Chapters. Yeah, it's probably it.
Oh, what you were talking about is like
Yeah.
whenever how you separate the video.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I've
Sorry.
always wondered how people do chapters, but I think you can do that feature right in YT Studio. I think you can.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, you have to
I
put it
don't
there.
do it on the computer, so that's why I need to sometimes look at my laptop because I do everything on the phone because I've never seen it on
Oh,
the
yeah,
phone.
yeah.
Okay. And Dar is commenting here. Dar is having internet troubles. Okay. Yes, definitely a repeat watch. Okay, so let's go back and revisit. I can't read this either. It's too tiny. What
I
is
will
this?
try. Okay. So this one, it says your flip store flip your flip store. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Flip your thrift.
You're fired.
This is like a tongue twister. Oh my goodness. Flip your thrift store finds into amazing summer decor.
Okay, so I put in what did I put in? This was for an idea for a video, and I think I put in thrift flips for summer decor. So now it gives me, so it comes up with this title, and then what's that first thing say? I can't
It's
read.
it's the hook. So I don't know. Is this
Oh,
going to
yes,
yeah,
the hook. So that's the hook. So it's telling you what to do, and then it kind of tells you. I would never use that next section. So if you go to the next, I think the next page, maybe I can't remember.
Okay,
Okay.
let me see.
Yeah, the next section says outline.
Oh, okay. So this, see how it gives you a description for the video?
Yeah.
So it usually will put in keywords in there for the SEO. Now, I never use the description just like that because it's AI generated, I'm sure. So but it gives me a place to start,
Okay.
I pulled it up on the phone when you sent it, so if you need anything deciphered,
Oh.
I might be able to read it from here.
Okay, thank you. Thanks. And then the other thing it does, it gives you video suggestions, and then it tells you like what's the percentage of people like looking for that. So you want to get something that that people are looking for, and then it also tells you your competition, like do you have a lot of competition with that video, and then it gives you a number for the success rate. But I couldn't find that page. I had it and then I lost it and I could never get it again. So that's a really nice feature too, that it gives you like, okay, this is a good idea. People are going to want to watch it. There's not a lot of competition. And it like gives you a number like, oh, that's a 96. So that video should do well.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes,
I hope.
it does.
Okay.
Yeah. I know. I
So
still
one
need to
thing
play around with it and everything a little bit. I've been trying to use it myself. So because I did pay for it. So
Yeah.
So one thing that sparked my interest there, and something that I, don't do too often is like that generated descriptions, like there's a whole paragraph here of this lengthy, description. So I do just a copy paste description basically in my YouTube videos, but I changed the first line. And one thing I heard him say, now granted, we're talking about YouTube here, but the same things that we talked about apply to the Facebook videos too. And Dar was the one that said this a while back, but name your file of your image or your video the same as your title and the same as the first line in your description.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because then it just like it gives more chances, for someone who's searching for any of those keywords to find them. So, but that also made me think back to Lester and Facebook, thinking about descriptions. That's something I'm lacking. When I post a reel on, Facebook or Instagram, I don't put a whole big description, especially not on Instagram, because Instagram doesn't like a lot of words. But, Facebook, I never think about putting all that stuff in. So,
Is that important? Do you think?
he said it is.
Yeah, he
Right,
said the
Cheryl?
hook. Yeah, the hook is really important
Okay.
because you don't have a thumbnail or a description, so you need like a hook. So
Okay.
I don't know what that is yet exactly,
Okay.
because I just started watching his videos, but definitely something I'm going to figure out.
Yeah. I'm just doing a quick.
I thought
hook.
a hook was just when you word it like
Yeah.
how to find great thrift finds at Goodwill, or how to decoupage
Something
new
intriguing,
hat
like
boxes.
yeah.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, I
that
actually just
brings the viewer
Googled,
in.
and one of the things that came up, I Googled Lester Diaz hook, and it says create curiosity, highlight a benefit, or start with a bold statement. A good hook keeps viewers from scrolling and signals to Facebook that your video is worthwhile. So I guess it's the first line that you say in your video. So
Okay.
good to know.
The first thing you
Yeah.
say in your video, or like in
Yeah, I
your
think-
description?
No, there isn't a description. That's what
Well,
he
we were
said.
just
There is
talking
no
about that. I guess
description.
you could put a description in, but back to what you said about the short attention span of Facebook users, probably it is the first thing you say.
Okay.
Mhm.
Things to think about.
Yeah. I just like he said, some people look at only stories. I am guilty sometimes of looking at only reels too. I mean, I often do that because if you just keep scrolling down, you just keep getting reels. And I do that all the time, both on Instagram, Facebook, and sometimes I do the same thing with stories. So it all makes sense. It's all good advice, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
I have mine enabled, so every time I post a reel, it automatically posts it onto my story as well.
Oh, okay.
There's a
I didn't know you
toggle.
could do that.
Yeah, there's a toggle on there that you can enable that to do that every time you post.
can you do it the other way around? Do
I
a
don't
story
know.
and then have
Right.
it automatically post as a reel? Because he said to start with stories.
Okay, I have no idea.
We'll have to check that
Yeah,
out. But I mean, that is one of the
That's
things.
how it goes.
We have a
I
lot
think
to
you
learn.
have to do it as a story.
What are you saying,
You
Dar?
have to do it as a story. You have to do it as a story. Then it gives you the option to change it to the reel after the 24 hours. That's what the
Oh,
toggle
okay.
says.
Mm.
On Facebook. Okay. Interesting.
Yes.
Okay. So are we ready to move on to, I was going to talk a little bit about YT Studio. And again, that is a YouTube thing. And I use it on my phone, but I also have it on the computer. So sometimes I use it there. Let's see.
I have no idea. I don't understand any of those analytics.
Okay.
I know.
It's like
I'm
I
gonna
look
take
at it and it's like another language or something. I'm like, what does it mean?
Well, this video is pretty short. Oh, I hope it. I can't see the darn thing. Well, anyway, okay. So basically, this is my landing page, and this is the app on my phone. And I look at this all the time. I always look to see how my subscribers are going, how my latest video is going. And you can see they're not doing well, 10 out of 10. And then the next screen that you can look at is your content screen. And you can look by videos. You can do a drop down here and say, I just want to look for lives. And then you can look for, has a schedule. So if it's a live that isn't out yet, but it is scheduled, it should pop up here. And then you can just unclick that if you just want to go back and look at all lives, or, any type of content that you want to look at. So then the next thing that we're looking at is analytics. And so that's a button down at the bottom, but then you can see there's all kinds of things across the top. So the top one is trends. So whenever you see a bar graph like that and you see a big spike, obviously you did something good. And those are the kinds of things, Cheryl, like we were talking about, that he's saying, go back to, look at your analytics. You can look at it on Facebook too and see what's performing well, and you can repost your own videos too. Just don't repost other people's content. But yeah, so this is another one too. So now we're looking at your content, and again, analyzing all that. And then the next one is the audience. And, we talked about this before, the best time to post a video. So here's where you find it. If you click on that, you can see, and this can change from week to week, when your audience is on and watching. So, and it tells you, and I got a kick out of this. Look at this, gender, male, 74.7% last week.
Wow.
I don't know what was happening there. But,
What are you doing?
I don't know.
That's a lot.
It must have been one of those AI photos. And then the revenue, and it shows you how many millions of dollars that I'm not making. But, and then down at the bottom, it shows who is commonly spotlighting. Cheryl and Crystal. So yeah, and then this also, the last one then in revenue, it shows you, it goes into all those things, like you can get, I've never had anybody do a super whenever I've been doing a live. Someday it'll happen and I'll probably go crazy or faint or something. But yeah, so I mean that, and also like your channel memberships and all that is really in one handy place. So that was my story on that.
It looks like you got an Etsy order up there.
No, I haven't had anything ordered from. No, Etsy sends me notifications of things that I should buy.
Yeah, I recognize that as Etsy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I probably pay Etsy 60 cents a month because I haven't done anything for quite a while. So I haven't gotten rid of it yet, but planning on revamping that website. So what I get from all of this is, gee, it's a good thing I retired from the store pretty much, because this is a full-time job, to keep all this stuff, there's always something trending. And if you really want to make money with this, then you always have to be looking at those trends.
That was something he said, I don't know how we could do it, but he was like, I don't know if you saw the same video, but he's like, the trend right now, and it was some movie. So if you could somehow put that movie in what you're doing, I can't remember. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Was it Wicked?
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, it was like.
I didn't watch the video, but I know that movie is popular right now.
What is it?
Wicked.
Yeah, Wicked.
So if you can something that's trending and really popular right now, if we could somehow get creative and, I don't know.
And harness it. Yeah.
Like,
but he also
didn't you do one about that TV, the series?
Bridgerton.
Yes. Yeah. That was a good idea.
Well, that was the Maker's Challenge, or the Maker's Mark Challenge. Okay. But the Maker's Challenge, they the Maker's Mark, they focused on romantic revival and think Bridgerton. But yeah, so yeah, that's a good thing to do, is to lean into those trends. But he did also caution that trends, go fast. So don't keep,
Yeah.
playing things that are, maybe already.
Yeah,
not
well,
Well,
that's my
yeah.
problem is when something's trending, by the time I get to it, it's not trending
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, okay,
Exactly.
missed the trend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot to keep up with, but
Use
fortunately,
use old trends, like I'm going to with Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, that's a good.
Then
That's like
it's not
everyone
gonna
knows about
change.
it. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it's timeless.
Mm-hmm. It's a
Yeah,
good
It's also
idea.
kind of like we were saying goodwill, just those buzzwords. Cheryl, one of the things, and I guess I kind of looked at it on that video, and you looked at on your Vid IQ stats, so we didn't really talk about where we find Facebook analytics. I could attempt. So carry on, and I'm going to see if I can pull up my Facebook analytics for you guys.
It should be under your dashboard, right?
Yeah, I know where to find it. I just don't know if I can share it. So
I see.
Mm.
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah.
So,
Good luck
and
with
also
that.
I'm on my personal
Good
page.
luck with that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I have a funny story. I didn't even know about the YouTube Studio until Levon mentioned it in one of her membership videos. And
Really?
now I'm like addicted every day. I'm like,
I
the first thing in the
know, it
morning.
I'm obsessed.
So I'm just going to share something with you guys. So my brain is always going. So I know I said a while back that I was going to do Tuesday Talks for a while for free. And then I was going to switch it over to channel membership only. And I was going to grandfather all my existing. Well, I'm still planning on grandfathering my existing, but I thought I might be shooting myself in the foot if I take away something that, that I'm getting a little traction on, that people are watching. So I thought instead I would do some in-depth videos on just processes, that like really in-depth videos on like how I make my videos. I mean, again, it's like I'm not the best out there, so I'm not saying that, but it's just for somebody that, like it's just a good point of discussion. And I
Yeah,
think
for
people
sure.
always like seeing, how
And
someone else does.
you might do something that is unique to you, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's a really good idea. I never thought of that.
Right, and opens the door for sharing among
Yeah.
people too. I think
Yeah.
so. So I think that's more the direction that I'm gonna head with that. But so
This
so
last
let me see
video
if
that I
can-
did. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's all right. What did you say?
I was going to say this last video I did, I had one camera going for like a horizontal video on one camera for a vertical.
Yeah.
And then I recorded them both. It was too much. It was just too much video. It was just like, so I was going to
Too
say,
much
like, there's an
details.
idea that's not good, so.
Going
we'll
back
see.
to the YouTube analytics and the YouTube Studio stuff, I notice on mine when my best videos that are still gaining traction, even some of them I posted, at the very beginning 3 years ago when I started my YouTube channel, are my videos that are how to.
Yes.
But it's not like a whole huge video. It's not a long video. I get right to the point. It's like, okay, I'm just do the thing. I'm not, trying to make a masterpiece or anything like that. I'm just showing somebody how to do something.
Yeah.
Somebody is searching for that whatever you
Right.
did in that video.
Right. Did you figure
Okay.
it out?
So can you see this?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're
I
looking
bet
over
that-
here.
Cheryl, I bet that was a lot of video for you to try and edit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When you were doing
Yes.
most of the
Yeah, especially with 6 projects.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm slow.
Yeah, I actually, yeah, I can imagine because, like, I have been so intimidated by that. Whenever I actually was going to be doing a TV show for a New Jersey video channel, like an internet channel, and they were going to do one in Pennsylvania then. But I think, I mean, I didn't do that, and they wanted that, they wanted to see those close-up shots and the faraway shots. So, okay, you can see my screen, and you see where I'm at up here. Can you see my mouse?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. It's like a pointer. Okay, so welcome to the professional dashboard. We added views metrics so you can better understand how your content is performing. So, wow, that seems like a lot of views in the last 28 days, reaching 1,723 people, 401 content interactions, and 8 follows. So this is the last 28 days. So here we can see just recent content, and I can see the views on there. So I guess this would be a place that I would be able to go to see what did well and repeat it. So if I'm missing something here, if you guys are used to looking at this, then let me know. I'm going to go over here where the little squiggles are, because
That's that probably shows the analytics. I don't know. I
okay.
don't know.
Well, I think it was pretty much the same numbers that I just saw.
Mhm.
Okay, let's look at the audience.
Okay.
Now here, 91% of my audience is women, at least in the last 28 days, and 9% is men.
I usually look at my analytics on my phone. So this,
okay.
it just is so complicated to me. I'm just looking at, when I look at it on my computer, especially, it really is very in depth.
Okay, so this also shows me the location of my audience. So most of my people are in my hometown of Altoona, and it's interesting that only 107 of them are in Bellwood, where my shop is actually located.
Wow, I didn't know you could see all this.
Yeah, I never looked at it.
This is your first time too?
What's that?
Is this your first time looking too?
Yes, it is my first time. Yes. Okay. So, all right. Oh, here's an inspiration hub. Let's see.
Songs for you to use.
Oh, these are songs. Okay. Comments manager. Okay, so we can quickly look at comments, I guess. So let's look at the ad center.
Yes, maybe Cheryl can walk us through this here.
Okay, it says my page is not allowed to advertise. You can't create ads or promote your page because it's restricted from advertising.
Uh-oh.
Wonder why?
Really? That's weird.
I guess I have to switch to my personal account.
Yes, you must be under.
Yeah, I
personal
am.
account,
So,
yeah.
okay. We at least know that I can get back to that. So,
Are you monetized in Facebook?
Yeah. Let's look at that. Let's look at how many millions I'm making on Facebook. Let's see. Where is it?
It wouldn't be payout. It would be.
It's funny because I just looked at it the other day.
Well, that's the desktop version is so different than the phone version.
Yeah. Events, page access.
Have you been doing the A/B testing, Cheryl? That is new, and I have that one set up on my phone or on my page also. Is the A/B testing? Have you tried that?
I haven't tried it because doesn't it take like a couple of weeks?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It says my video is posted, and it's I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know.
Because I feel like if it takes 2 weeks, the video's already like, hit its peak and, on its way down. So
I don't know
have
if
not done
it's
it.
testing with different audiences. I don't know what it's
Oh.
doing. It says it's doing a test, and I think it's showing it to different viewers and different audiences.
Oh, I thought you had 2 different thumbnails on the A/B test. See, I don't even know.
Oh, this is that is for YouTube. This is for
Okay.
I haven't done anything in Facebook for a very long time.
Okay.
So.
All right. Yeah, I do the thumbnail test on YouTube as well. I do that. I usually do 2 or 3, and it does take it does take about a week, but it sometimes if one thumbnail performs better than the other within the day, it will go ahead and set that thumbnail.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. So, but it's just, I guess it's doing the same thing. It's showing that thumbnail to different people or the same person. It's showing that same person the thumbnail different times to see if that person clicks on it.
Okay.
My understanding, anyways.
Okay.
So.
Okay, I have no idea where monetization is. I can't find it.
Question.
Questions.
How long does Vid IQ take to do they actually look at your video? How long does that process take to use it, to rate your video?
Right? Yeah, like instantly. Like before my video uploads, I'll have my score.
You can even go in there and check old thumbnails. You can check old videos, check the old thumbnails, check the old titles, because I've even gone on to Vid IQ and changed out my thumbnails on videos that were a year old, or changed the titles on videos that were a year old that Vid IQ didn't rate well. So yeah, I've gone back and because I think I did the unlimited plan where I can do as many videos as I want. So I've just been checking them all.
Heck yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I just got to figure out all the other stuff.
I stopped sharing my screen because it was like all whited out and I couldn't figure it out. But I'm going to take a quick look on my phone and see if I can find it, just out of curiosity.
Okay.
So carry on.
Yeah. So
I like when I go to my business page now. The first thing that happens is it shows me create story.
Is that a separate app?
Yeah.
No, this is my business page on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Yours looks different than mine. Does it look different than yours?
It might have just updated recently.
Okay. I mean, like way different, like
way
unrecognizably different.
Well, okay, so that's just like my banner. And then insights is right here, or analytics. So I'm going to hit that. Well, you can't see, huh?
No, not really.
Okay, let's see. Monetization. It's easier to find on here.
Yeah.
So it says your page is earning money. So that's good. I guess. And when I click on that,
I've been trying to take Amy's advice when she came on and she was telling us about going in and hitting those challenges or you know, performing well with those challenges and doing all the tasks and everything like that. I've been really trying to do that, but some of them are really difficult to do, especially when I don't pay for ads and things like that to get. It says you need, like, one of the challenges is to get 35 followers, or one of them is to get 650 interactions on your content. I'm like, what? I think right now I'm
Where do you find those
91
challenges?
out of, what is it?
Where
What?
do you find those challenges?
If you go to your dashboard.
Okay.
Oh, I saw those today. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Click on and it'll say, oh God, now I'm blanking. Click that and then it'll say weekly challenge, I believe. Or you have completed so many percentage of your weekly challenge or something like that. So
Yeah, I don't see it on my phone, but I saw it on the computer
okay.
when I was in there earlier. I don't know where you find them in here.
Oh, I finally found it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's $2.18. From March 1st to March 31st, I made $1.66, and then there was a performance-based payout of 52 cents. Oh, and they're going away.
Are you buying the drinks?
You know, that is another thing he said, Cheryl, the performance-based payouts are going away. So I'm going to lose my 52 cents.
Yeah.
So no, the answer is no, Crystal, I'm not. The other thing too, if you keep seeing pop up on YouTube about May 12th, you know, that the ads are going to change. So I heard somebody explain that too. It's really going to be better for us. It's basically YouTube is going to get more intuitive about better breaks to place ads. So from what I understand, it's all good. Because I don't know, do any of you guys put your ads in any special place?
I
No,
don't.
I don't know how.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gretchen says,
tell you what, I've watched some videos and after a minute at a time, there's an ad. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. I don't even want to watch this video. There's so many ads. It'd be a 10-minute video and there's 10 ads. I'm like, that's crazy.
skip my own ads sometimes.
I always do.
So Gretchen says, I think Crystal is far too nice to get 650 interactions. Probably easy to do if you say something that makes people angry. True. That is so true. You know, Amy, well, she's a perfect example. Amy Gerard is so sweet. Mm-hmm. And did you ever read some of her comments? Oh my gosh.
I can imagine.
Yeah,
because like I went to comment on one and I started seeing all this stuff, you know, the hate of painting a piece of furniture, and
but just like she said, it's making her money.
Yeah, you don't care.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what makes her money. Keep commenting. Like, who cares? You know?
I could have made that bigger, couldn't I have? Huh? I just saw that.
Make what
How
bigger?
about that? Just for the audience, we're just going to revisit something. Here's what we'll do, because it's almost time. But how did I just miss this all along? Look at that. Did you guys ever knew we could do that?
I'm really confused.
Okay.
What are we talking?
Am I making it full screen for you or just for me?
Just for you.
Oh, okay. I was so excited. I could have read it better anyway. But the point is, if you want notifications texted to you, then text live to 814-515-4905.
Snorting over here.
You
Doc.
snorted.
Oh God.
And you can also email live to flippinbunch@gmail.com and put live in the subject line, and we will notify you.
I
We
see
get people
you
that.
are.
Can you imagine if we all get together? What kind of craziness is going to ensue?
It would be a good time.
Have to wear
It
the
would be.
pens.
Oh my.
Oh,
So, any other questions from anyone regarding any of the
There's puppies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now
You know, I
Cheryl's
just read
gonna
the other
start
I
day
know.
that-
I know. I was looking around.
I just read the other day that dogs have an intelligence level of, like, there was a thing, it said like how many things they understand, you know, how many words and all this stuff, and really they're comparable like to a 3-year-old.
Yeah,
So.
I've heard that before too.
Mhm, I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them,
Although
anyways.
in people years,
Yeah.
he's older than me. All right. Well, Cheryl, we really thank you for coming and joining us and chatting with
No,
us.
it's always fun. Always fun.
I know. We appreciate it
honorary.
so much. You're always just full of knowledge.
Hardly. Yeah.
Well,
Dawn
I
knows
learned
I
a lot.
studied today.
Well, you have a lot of experience, and your channel, I mean, I know it's like 7:57 and we should probably not be telling stories at this point in time, but just tell us real briefly though, before we go, like what happened that catapulted your channel again?
I had well, you know, when you do 9 videos in a year, which was last year, that, you know, it's not easy. But I did a Christmas video last year that, on drop cloth, and it got like 45,000 views.
Wow.
And, so that was, that kind of is what did it, you know? And,
Yeah.
and so I think like about now I don't want to jinx myself, but I usually will get 1 or 2,000 views on every video, you know,
Wow.
and then I'm whining that, you know, that, you know, why is it only why this
Yeah.
one is only getting 2,000, you know, just like we all do.
Oh
And,
yeah, absolutely. I'm like, give me 100. Give me 100.
Exactly. Do you also do the thing where you don't look to see how it's doing until a certain time? I
No.
don't. I
No, I'm looking the minute it's up.
I'm like, I'm not looking until, you know, like 5 hours. You know,
Well, good for you, because yeah, I'm like,
That's restraint.
yeah.
and then I think I had an Easter video that did really well too. And then I was just like, and then my last video is doing well so far. So anyway.
I don't think I've watched your last one. I'm gonna go watch it now.
Thank you.
Yeah, I watched that one working out the other
Find it,
day.
everybody. In the morning when I'm drinking my coffee, when I'm waking up.
Yeah. Sundays is a big day because you guys all like post on Sundays. Is that your
Yeah.
best day to post?
It's just a habit for me, I think. Well, let me look on my YT studio
Started
again.
posting on Saturday night because on my analytics it says that's the best time to post. But like I said, ironically, after like 3 days, 2 of my videos within the last 3 weeks have shot up after 3 days. Like normally it's like, okay, they're done. I'm like, oh man.
I know. I know.
And then it's like, I'm like, where is this coming from? So
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. So
Aw.
it's weird. It's like, who really knows?
I know. I
Yeah.
know. If we knew, we would,
Yeah. Yeah. We'd be Mr. Beast.
There
We'd
you
be
go.
rich. We'd all be buying the drinks all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, we'd be hopping in our little private jets to come visit.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting me. This is always fun laughing with you guys.
Yes, thank you.
Sunday and Monday are my best days. I just looked. Monday is pretty good.
Oh,
Huh. And I don't do
really?
videos on Mondays. Go figure.
check that
Yeah.
out.
Okay. Well, again, Kat, we hope you are resting, and when you watch it, we missed you tonight, and hope you're on the mend. So,
Yes.
all right, you guys. Well, thank you, everybody that watched too. Mara, Gretchen, and let me see. Is it Evie or Evie?
First or
Doris.
second?
Evie.
Evie's 1, Evie's 2.
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. Because I have a friend whose granddaughter is Evie, because it's Evelyn. So I don't know whether it's Evie or Evie.
Yeah, I have an Evelyn, a sister Evelyn. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Evie. So.
Okay. And everybody else, we really appreciate you and hope you have a great night. And we love you all.
Yes, we do.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Aww.
Aw.